Hello, faithful viewers. Now, having had the 14th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver for almost a year, it's just occurred to me that I've not actually yet reviewed it. So here we are. Welcome back to another Doctor Who Sonic Screwdriver review. So, let's get the screwdriver out of the way for a start, and as per usual, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. You can see that it was branded for the 60th anniversary with a big diamond logo in the top corner there, with lights and sound effects, and features extending and opening emitter. 14th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver, blah, 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 blah. Ages 5+. You've got some disassembly instructions there. On the back, you've got a stock photo. You've got how to put the batteries in. And there is a blurb there, which I will focus on for your benefit. Pause and read that if you so desire. Taking a look at the Sonic Screwdriver itself, it is definitely an amalgamation of many different screwdrivers that have come before it. Visually, at least from a distance, it does bear a great resemblance to the 9th and 10th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver. Whether that's because David Tennant was both the 10th and the 14th Doctor, probably, but it's not without references to other iterations. So you can see the cracked porcelain effect going on here is very much 9 and 10s. But if we pan down to the bottom end of the screwdriver, this black band here is very much inspired by 11's screwdriver. He had a leather band around the hand grip of his. And then the kind of the bronzish thing that we've got going on here at the bottom. You could say that it is inspired by 11's as well. You could say that maybe it's taking inspiration from River Songs. You could also say it's taking inspiration from the Master's laser screwdriver. Primary reason is this little thing here, the ratcheted clicky clacks, which are the way of the screwdriver goes through the various settings. Not so much in terms of the toy's functionality, because of course that is the button presses as per usual, but within the show, 14 would adjust settings by doing that. Very beautiful ratchet, I must say. The top of the screwdriver bears resemblance to a Dalek gun. Maybe because 14 in canon had an adventure against the Daleks between Power of the Doctor and the Star Beast. That might be why, subconsciously, he created a screwdriver based off that. I don't know. But anyway, the overall design I really actually do like. I wasn't sure of it at first, but it's grown on me and I do genuinely like it. You'd also have a very small Gallifreyan symbol on the button there. I wouldn't be able to translate it off the top of my head, and I can't really show you it in greater detail because we all know what the quality of this camera is like. It's not the best. We can just extend the emitter slightly there without activating any of the functions. You can see there is kind of like a ribbed effect going on there on the central column, and then there are some circular bits there, which is very much like the round things in the console room. But yeah, great design overall. In terms of the gimmicks then, the lights and sounds, this screwdriver, like most of them, has several variations. Now, I will say this is the main release version of this. It is not like the collector's edition that came out for a start, which has all of the different light variations. This only has blue, so I cannot toggle it between yellow and I cannot toggle it between red, unfortunately. Button wise and light and sounds wise, obviously we've got this slider here, so we can push that up, and as we do, this extends forward and these claws pop out as well. And that in itself is reminiscent of the 11th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver, because when he flicks his open, the claws extend. And you can actually flick this one, funnily enough, the way that Matt Smith flicked his screwdriver open. Just like so. This is loose enough to actually accommodate that. So you don't have to do the button slider, as is actually designed. You can just flick it, and well, I didn't successfully do it because I bashed my desk, but there you go. I like that. So, lights and sounds. One press. Kind of a basic sound, but there is an undertone there, which kind of reminds me of the TARDIS time rotor. Two presses. So you can hear that there is another underlying sound as opposed to the main sonic noise. I don't really know how to describe it. Maybe like a heartbeat sort of thing. 3 presses. So this is kind of almost burning that evolves into, I don't know, like an alarm of some kind. Having said that, I think the 4th sound effect here, that's definitely an alarm. And then is there 5? There is. That's kind of like a sonar. I think that's it. Yeah. And actually, thinking about it, the second one... Yeah. Thinking about it, I'm fairly sure that this is the sound that plays when he's making those hard light holograms. This screwdriver does have quite a few different sound variations. Now, having said that, while they are pretty cool and pretty original, I kind of think I still prefer the sound effects from the 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, and I just knocked over my light, good God. Yeah, I do think I still prefer this general sound effects from this one, because you've got deep, higher, medical scanner, unofficially, chasing lights. I think these are better, but these are still very, very unique, and I like that. Now, I will also say that this shares something in common with the 13th Doctor's in terms of the sound effects. When you activate it, when you push the button, the initial sound effect that plays is very much inspired by this one. Now, I'll try and demonstrate the 13s first, and I'll only be able to demonstrate with one specific sound effect because the batteries are dying of this, and most of the sound effects have just become inert, as I've discovered before shooting this. So, oh, will you even be able to hear that? I don't know. Let's actually hold it up to the mic. Can you hear it? That trigger? And then if we listen to this one, that kind of that beep at the beginning, that. I just like the fact that there is a subtle reference to 13s in there. And it's a new, modern, additional sonic sound that they've started implementing now, and it's cool. To access the batteries, it's just like 11 and 12s. Just unscrew that, and then unscrew that, and you can access the 1.5 volt batteries in there. It takes 3 of them, they are pre-installed. For size comparisons with the other sonic screwdrivers, we can see that 14s is bigger than 8s. It is just bigger than the War Doctor's. It is, of course, bigger than the 10th Doctor's when it's in closed position, but if we extend to 10s, then that kind of makes them equal. Of course, 14s can get bigger by sliding it up. Compared to 11s, it is naturally smaller. Let's flick it up. And now it has just a height advantage. If I try and show it like that. But of course 11s can do that and absolutely dominate it. As regard 12s, it is naturally smaller in closed position. And extended, it is still smaller. And then with 13s, it is naturally larger. So that's been our look at the 14th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver, which is officially one of the shortest reigning screwdrivers in the show's history. 8s and Wars and 12s are also very short in terms of their longevity. This one, a maximum of 3 episodes, unfortunately. And it's kind of a shame that the 15th Doctor didn't adopt this, considering that he has a really daft remote, and I'm not particularly a fan of the 15th Doctor's, and I won't be picking it up. But yeah, 14s I like, though. For a first attempt for RDT2, I like it. It's very good. Nice extending action there. Decent variations with the lights. I don't think that is particularly bright, though, compared to some predecessing sonic screwdrivers. But general playability and functionality can't be knocked. You've got great ratchets at the bottom there for extra fun. And overall, it's very nice to handle, and I actually find myself going to this one whenever I just want to be daft with a sonic screwdriver. This has kind of ended up being my go-to one. which says a lot about it, I suppose. So do I recommend it? Absolutely. Absolutely. You'll have a lot of fun with this, flicking it back and forth like that, pretending you're Matt Smith, even though you're using David Tennant's device. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun compared to some of the other sonic screwdrivers especially. It's very durable. It feels like it's going to withstand a lot. Good quality overall. So thank you everybody so much for stopping by and checking out this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share it around to help out the channel. And until the next time, see you all later.